Hi everyone, today I have a video on my Megaminx finger tricks. I'm not really sure what the best way to make this kind of video is, but the way I'm going to do it is I'm going to go over the various ways that you can do U prime, U2, U2 prime, F and F prime, and give examples of each. I'll also put in an example solve for like a more natural application, something less contrived than the specific examples. For the U move, I have three finger tricks. The first one is with right index finger like this. Second one is left index finger with the push on this back corner. And the third one is left index finger with the flick on this front corner. The right index finger is pretty self-explanatory on when to use it. It's the easiest one to execute, so I won't really cover that much. For the other two, I mainly use the push over the flick. On Mega, it's kind of easier to do than it would be on 3x3 because this face is only like 72 degrees away from you instead of the 90 degrees on 3x3. I think if you wanted to, you could probably get used to the flick if you like that more, but I personally just use the push. The only time I use the flick really is for certain PLLs where I guess the last move puts my finger here instead of here, and then if I'm ready here, I'll just do a AUF like that. The main reason I use my left index finger to do U's is to give my right hand a break. You can pretty much do this at any point of your F2L pair, including forming the pair and inserting the pair. So for this case, here you have this 3-move insert, and you have this pair next. So I'll do the 3-move insert with my right hand, and once I rotate, instead of doing this pair, the first part of this pair, which is RU R prime with my right hand, I can just do the U with my left index finger. So it'll be a little bit easier to execute. It's only one move, but putting some small changes here and there can help keep your solve smooth. One other finger trick for the U move that I have is what I call the clip. It's kind of hard to demonstrate from the neutral position, but it sort of looks on like this. I use it for AUS, and one example of a PLL that has such an AUF is this, where I would do, and then after the RU R prime, I can like push with my right index finger like this. The main way I do U prime is with my left index finger, basically the standard way. I don't really have alternatives, but I do have a few other ways that you can do it, for some specific last layer algs. The first one is doing a U prime with your middle finger, and the main one last layer alg that uses this is the backsoon, which goes like this, and just so like in full it would be something like this with middle finger. That way you could sort of just do the whole thing in one motion. Another way to do U prime is with your thumb like this, your right thumb. The main situation I use this in is a U prime AUF after specific PLOs, particularly this J perm goes like this. And I think it would pretty much work for any other PLOs that end with an R, because then once you do the R, you could just transition very cleanly into the thumb U prime. I have two ways of doing U2. The first is a righty double flick, and then the second one is a left index finger double push. The righty double flick is pretty basic, so I won't really get into that. But for the left index finger, you basically just do like a U flick and transition into a U push. It's kind of difficult to get used to, but I've been doing it for a while, so it's pretty comfortable to me. And I mainly use this for certain PLLs, such as the 7-mover and some U2 AUFs. a lot of the a lot of the Megaminx PLOs are actually 2 gen with R and U, and even though that's good, it uses the right hand a lot. And since the U2 is mainly it's clockwise, so it's like a right hand AUF, I sometimes delegate that to my left hand whenever possible. And for an example, yeah, here this one's sort of like a R perm PLO, and I would execute this as, and then I do the U2 like that. For F2L, I don't really use this U2 finger trick. I pretty much just try to find a way to, I guess, get the righty U2 in there, even if it involves a regrip. Not really too sure, but I generally don't think I use this. I have 2 main ways of doing U2. The first one is a lefty double flick, and then the second one is a left index finger slide like that. I only really use the slide during UPrime AUFs, and I don't really use it during sols. And for like F2O and S2O, I mainly use my double flick to do U2 primes. I don't really like doing this because I guess I just don't really. I kind of like to look at everything for possible Megaminx F2L S2L pieces, and doing this in one motion, I guess, kind of limits my look ahead. My 2 finger tricks for F prime are with left index finger and with right thumb. The left index finger is my main one. I use it for F2L, S2L, pretty much the entire solve. Something like this pair, the orange yellow. I'll just insert like this. And the F prime was the second move. I also use the thumb occasionally for some of these F move inserts, like here. But the index finger is the main one that you should use when it comes to just Megaminx solving. Another place I use the thumb is for certain AUS. Basically something like a T perm. If I have a U prime AUF, I can do the last move, the F prime, with my thumb to have a easier transition. Yeah, if I put this here, it'll be a U prime AUF. Usually I do it with my left index finger, but then I'll have to like do a re-rip for the actual AUF. So if I do it with my thumb instead, I can just do the U prime like that, and it'll be a lot easier. For the F move, I only have one way of executing it, which is with my right index finger. I don't really think there are any other ways to execute it, so there's not much to say in this section. For F2 and F2 prime, I don't really have any kind of fancy finger trick. I'm trying out some stuff, but it's probably not going to amount to very much. And one reason why I want to have one is for a situation like this, where if you do the blue-orange pair from this angle, then you could do the orange-yellow rotation list with like F2 prime, U prime, F2, but I don't really have a good finger trick. I'm trying something like this, like a double push, but it's kind of hard. And right now the way I do it is I just rotate to the left and do the wide insert. Now I'm going to do a solve to demonstrate some of these finger tricks. I'm not going to set anything up, so this is pretty much random about what I actually showcase. But for the star, I have yellow here, blue, orange, blue, red, green, or green, purple. I'll do something like this for yellow, then this here for red, D prime for blue, then this to finish. I see this pair. So this was a middle prime U. This is a middle finger U prime, and then I'll insert like this. I don't really see anything else, but I look around and I see this pair, and these two for later, and then I think these two as well. So here I do another U prime, a middle finger U prime. Then I'll do a what is it? Right, a F prime with my left index finger like this. Then these two. That one was just a regular U2. Then these two. No finger tricks there. Then this one. I've been around this purple yellow a lot, so I'm gonna go like check here to see if the blue red edge is there. Sort of has to be somewhere here by process of elimination, but it's not really super exact. Fortunately, it is here, so I'll pair these up. Now for further edges, I have this, and I'll check either one of these. It's over here, so let's loop this around. I see this pair, and then these two with another F prime insert, and then I have these two with this edge. So after I put this edge here, this will be a 2-gen pair. And I think the cream blue is back here as well. Here's another F prime insert, or just like a left index finger F prime insert. Not really sure what to call it, but whatever. Then these two. Here I used a UPrime. Here I did a left index finger U to like sort of relax my right hand. Then here I'll put the edge here instead of here because I want to do this orange yellow pair like this. Then these two. Sometimes I can do this pair with a U2 push like that, but it kind of depends on what the previous pair was. In this case, I wouldn't do it, but that is one way you can use the U2 push outside of AUFs. And then here I will insert this edge. Then this pair is just 2-gen, nothing to see there really. Another 2-gen pair, and this can sort of cancel into forming the pair, but I'm not really sure if I'll do that. Sometimes, usually the 2-gen pairs are pretty fast TPS-wise, so it varies. Then I'll do a sledgehammer to get an edge. This is OLL. And then this is PLL. This one's gonna use a U2 push, so be a nice demonstration. That one was sort of a clip, but not really. I think I kind of messed it up a little bit there. But anyways, that's the end of the saw with a regular UPrime AUF. Thanks for watching this video. I know it's kind of long, but I wanted to go outline as much detail as I can for the various finger tricks that I showed. And with that, see you in the next video.